Hi everyone, today I am going to tell you the next episode of Mahabharata series, and the name of the story is Shabha Parva 1. So let me begin the story. King Janmejaya was very curious to know about the dice game that had happened between King Yudhishthir and Mama Shakuni, and what happened to the Pandavas next. So Rishi Vaishyampayan happily narrated that story. All the kings, those who were invited to Rajasuya sacrifice, they took farewell from Yudhishthir and went back to their kingdoms. The last two were Shakuni Mama and Duryodhana. They also took farewell from Yudhishthir and they came back to Hastinapur. While coming, Duryodhana said, "Oh uncle, I have been filled with I have been filled with jealousy because I cannot tolerate the wealth and the prosperity of Yudhishthir. You know that he is my arch enemy. Seeing their the beauty of their prosperity and wealth, I am burning day and night. Oh Mama, I think it is useless for me to live anymore. Either I will throw myself into the fire or I will drink poison. Oh Mama, I am being dried up like a shallow tank in summer season. Do something for me. Otherwise, there is no meaning at all to tolerate the wealth of and prosperity of my own arch enemy, the Pandavas." Then Shakuni said, "Oh Duryodhana, there is no reason to feel sorry. They are your own cousin, and you know that Yudhishthir is a virtuous man. He never detached himself from the path of dharma, and whatever they have earned with their own prowess and energy. You know that Yudhishthira loves his own brothers as well as all of you, and that too equally. So there is no reason to feel sorry or feel jealous at Yudhishthir." Then Duryodhana said, "Oh Mama, either you do something or I am going to die." Then Shakuni said, "Oh son of Dhritarashtra, listen to me carefully. If you want to conquer them, then don't worry for anything, because if they have so much wealth, prosperity, everything, you have also enough wealth. And not only that, on your side, you have grandsire Bhishma, the mighty bowman Dronacharya, Kripa, Shalya, and myself and my all brothers. And Karna is also, Karna and Ashwatthama both are on your side. You can conquer the world." Then immediately Duryodhana said, "Oh Mama, if you can help me, then I can conquer the world and all the Pandavas. And the Sabha hall will be mine. I can gain all his wealth." Then Shakuni said, "Oh son, you are thinking too much. No one is there who can conquer the Pandavas. Neither you nor anyone in this earth or the celestials. They are invincible. And do not think any evil words against Pandavas. They didn't harm you. They didn't do any injury to any one of you. Rather, they love all of you. So why do you think so? He tried his best to console, to make him understand, but Duryodhana was so stubborn, he didn't listen anything. He said, "Oh Mama, do something for me, otherwise be sure that I am going to die." Then at last they reached at Hastinapur. Shakuni went to King Dhritarashtra and said, "O king, Duryodhana is becoming pale and colorless day by day. He is not even eating properly. That is why he has thinned down. And he is only, you should have to talk to Duryodhana. You should ask what was his grief." Then King Dhritarashtra called Duryodhana and asked about his grief. He said, "O son Duryodhana, you are the most favorite of all my sons, and everybody is at your command. And so much wealth I have, everything is at your feet. So why you are in grief? What happened?" Then Duryodhana said, "Oh father, I can't tolerate and seeing the wealth and prosperity of Yudhishthir. And the way the coronation took place, from that day onwards, instead of happiness, I was burning. Oh father, what I will say? You know what? When the coronation was going on, Krishna himself poured the milk on the head of Yudhishthir. And Arjun and Bhim, they were fanning. Nakul and Sahadev, they were holding the chamaras. Oh father, the great rishis, like even Lord Parsuram, was chanting all the mantras. And the kings, those who were present over there, they were only chanting the glory of Yudhishthir. Oh father, what will I say about the Shabha hall? It is so beautiful that I had never seen any Shabha hall like Yudhishthir. I think it is much better than Kuber's and Varun's even. Their Shabha hall cannot be compared with Yudhishthir's. It is so beautiful. Oh father, I cannot tolerate so much wealth of Yudhishthir. You know that he is my arch enemy." Then Yudhishthir said, "O son Duryodhana," then Dhritarashtra said, "O son Duryodhana, I request you to get rid of your ideas. Do not think any evil words against Yudhishthir. He is a good man, he is a noble-hearted man, and he is your own cousin. There is no reason at all that you should feel sorry or say any harsh word or evil words against them. Yudhishthir loves you as well as he loves his own brothers. He never finds any difference between you two. So even everybody loves Yudhishthir. It is not right to go against them. You know very well that the Pandavas are invincible. Even celestials can't do anything to Pandavas when they are together. So why you are jealous of Yudhishthir? And look, I have so much wealth, even more than what Yudhishthir have. If you want, I will make a Sabha hall for you, better than that Sabha hall Yudhishthir. And not only that, I will also invite the kings to attend your Sabha hall and see the prosperity of your Sabha hall." Then Duryodhana said, "Oh father, I do not want anything. I just want that I must gain the wealth of the eldest Pandav, Yudhishthir. Then Dhritarashtra said, I do not know, neither I think anyone can do that. What do you want to do? Then Duryodhana said, Oh father, if you allow me, then on behalf of me, Mama Shakuni will play the dice game. Kindly invite all the Pandavas to play the dice game. And I know Yudhishthir will never say no to invitation. Then, and through this dice game, Mama Shakuni can win everything, all his property. That is what I want to obtain. Then Dhritarashtra said, Oh Duryodhana, God knows what fate has ordained. What you are proposing is not a good wish at all. It will only create the dissensions among the brothers, and the ultimate result is destruction of all the Kuru race. So do not wish for that. But since Duryodhana repeatedly asked Dhritarashtra to invite the Pandavas, at least he agreed. Then Dhritarashtra called Vidura and told him everything. Again Vidura requested his elder brother Dhritarashtra not to grant this permission. He said, Oh brother, you know that dice game is the root of all miseries, and Shakuni is a wizard. He definitely is going to play foul game. Oh brother, knowing full well about the dice game, you should not invite the Pandavas for this game. He told him again and again, requested him, but Dhritarashtra had a weak point for Duryodhana, and he couldn't do anything and ordered Vidura to go and call Yudhishthir for the game. He only said that, Oh Vidura, this will be a friendly game. There is no harm. Call them. Vidura went with grief. He didn't like this idea at all. He went there. When he reached at Indraprastha, first he conveyed the message of Dhritarashtra about their well-being and good wishes. Then he said what he proposed. Yudhishthir was surprised hearing the words of his father. He said, Dhritarashtra was like his father. Then he said, Oh Vidura, oh father, you tell me what should I do? Should I go for it or I should deny it? And you know that very well. If Duryodhana or Shakuni Mama will challenge me, being a Kshatriya, I cannot say no. I have to agree with that proposal. Then Vidura said, Oh Yudhishthir, you are a wise, noble man. You are learned. Do what is agreeable to you. But remember one thing and be very careful while you are playing dice game. Because Shakuni is definitely going to play the foul game. So be careful about it. Then he went away. Here a Shabha hall was built by King Dhritarashtra, and it was extremely beautiful, not less than the Shabha hall of Rajasuya sacrifice, King Yudhishthir. he made it and he invited all the kings. The kings and the all elder people of Kuru race, they took their places in the Sabha hall. But Pitamaha, Bhisma, Dronacharya, Kripa, Salya, all their faces were cheerless because they didn't like this idea at all. They didn't approve. They requested, all of them requested Dhritarashtra, but he didn't pay any attention. Somehow they sat there, they took their seats with the all other invited monarchs. So, with bated breath, they were waiting for the arrival of the Pandavas. At last, Yudhishthir with his brothers and wife Draupadi, they reached at Hastinapur. When they entered the Sabha hall and they saw all their fathers, and they paid their heartfelt respect to all of them. They bowed down their head, paid them respect, and for the time being, they were guided by the other members of the family to go and take rest. Next day morning, they came to the Sabha hall once again. There the game was going to be started. Shakuni was ready, and Shakuni, before the commencement of the game, Shakuni told to Yudhishthir, "O King Yudhishthir, before the starting of the game, let you know all the rules and the stakes, and you should play it. I know that you are very fond of dice game and you can play well." Then Yudhishthir said, "O Shakuni Mama, I do not see any Kshatriya prowess or any type of good things from this dice game. So why you are provoking for this dice game? Why you are inviting me for this dice game? I do not want to play." And Shakuni immediately said, "Oh Yudhishthir, this one is a royal game. Of course, one has to win or to lose. But whatever it may be, this one is a royal game. So you just keep all the rules in your mind and start playing. Are you afraid of this?" Then Yudhishthir said, "No, I am ready. You can play now." Then the dice game began. One after another, Yudhishthir kept at stake, and after the game, Shakuni was telling, "Lo, I have won." Then again he said, "O King Yudhishthir, do you have anything to keep us stake?" Then Yudhishthir said, "O Shakuni Mama, I have enough wealth. I put everything at stake." He put everything, his chariots, his elephants, his kinds, his horses, and whatever wealth he had, he kept it at stake and lost it. And every time Shakuni was telling, "Lo, I have won." Like this, he was just pinching Yudhishthir. Not only that, just for teasing him, he was telling, "Oh Yudhishthir, you have enough wealth. Is there anything left to keep it at stake?" Then Yudhishthir said, "Yes, I have. Now, O king, you have lost your properties. What more you are going to keep?" Then Yudhishthir said, "I have lost all the property, but I have the most valuable property of my own brothers. I put them at stake." So he first put Nakul, then to Sahadev, then to Arjun, then to Bhimsen. Lost everything. And every time when Shakuni Mama won, he said, "Lo, I have won." Then he said, "Oh Yudhishthir, now you have lost your brothers also. Anything is left?" Then Yudhishthir said, "Oh Shakuni Mama, oh fool, decide the game is not a fair one. You have played it decidefully. So I have still something, that is myself. I want to stake myself also." Then once again Shakuni said, "I have won. So, O king, you lost yourself also. Now all of you are under the command of Duryodhana. Do you want to play any more? Do you have anything to put a stake?" Then Yudhishthir said, "Yes, one thing more I have left, and that is the last one." Now then put it. Then Yudhishthir immediately said, "I have Panchali, the princess of Panchala." Then that also he lost. And immediately Shakuni said, "Oh Yudhishthir, you lost also Draupadi. Now what do you want? Do you have anything?" By that time, all the five Pandavas, they just downcast their eyes, and as per the rule, they took off their kingly attires and put it aside. And everybody's eyes were filled with tears. In the assembly hall, those who were seated, their eyes were filled with tears. They couldn't believe that Yudhishthir can go to that extent, intoxicated by this dice game. Then immediately Duryodhana said, "Oh Vidura, go to the inner chamber and bring Draupadi to the Sabha hall." Then Vidura said, "Oh Duryodhana, you are gone crazy. You have lost your sense. Oh brother Dhritarashtra, I told you again and again in the middle of the game to stop it. It will create nothing but the destruction of the whole Kuru race. Oh brother, you didn't feel the emergency of this game. You only showed your weakness towards Duryodhana. Oh brother, when Duryodhana was born, he cried like a jackal, and all the inauspicious signs were shown. At that time, everybody told you to abandon that child, but you didn't listen. Now, oh brother, Duryodhana has lost his sense, and he is not thinking what will happen tomorrow. He is provoking the tigers. He is provoking the most venomous snakes which are on his head. Anytime anything can happen. Oh brother, now one thing I am asking you, oh Duryodhana, to you also, how you are commanding to bring Draupadi to the Sabha hall. I do not agree with this, because you should remember that King Yudhishthir had lost himself first. A man who lost himself had no right to bet anyone. So, Draupadi has not won by you. And do not utter any harsh word against Draupadi. She is also a daughter-in-law in this great Kuru race. He said, so immediately Duryodhana said, oh Vidura, you are a man who never spoke a single good word for us. You are always praising Pandavas. So he stopped Vidura and immediately said, "Oh Pratikamin, go and give this message to Draupadi that he has been owned by us and she should come to the Sabha hall. Let all the Sabha members enjoy the beauty of Draupadi, the most beautiful lady. Go and bring her." Then poor Pratikamin, he went hastily and reached at the inner chamber. Then he said, "Oh, noble lady, you have been owned by all the Kurus, the Kauravas. So the king has summoned you to be present in the Sabha hall." Then Draupadi said, "Oh Pratikamin, go and ask that gambler," she meant to Yudhishthir, "whether he had lost himself first or he lost me. You go, then you come back with the answer, then only I will go to the Sabha hall." Then Pratikamin again went there and said, "O kings, Draupadi has asked all of you answer her question, who had been lost first, whether the King Yudhishthir himself or to Draupadi. If you can answer, then only I can give the answer to Draupadi." Then Duryodhana again said, "O Pratikamin, go again and tell her she should come to the Sabha hall and ask this question herself." And Pratikamin didn't dare to go there and to ask anything. By that time, while Vidura said this, Vikarna, one of the brothers of Duryodhana, he also strongly opposed the words of Duryodhana, and this dice came true. However, don't miss to watch the second part of this video. For the time being, Sabha part 1 is finished here. Thank you so much. This is a continuation of the second part. Thank you so much.